Life with the Lovelocks in Sunninghill on Thursday the 9th of June 2022. This is a rough cut. You see a track in, June doing the shopping. We had pub lunch, went back for coffee at Richard and Fay's. Robin did a bit of gardening, but June and Robin did a bit of planning of what they should do. Robin had a look on the CCTV. People wonder why I put so many videos up onto my YouTube channel, and the answer really is to save me time, partly to remember something that's happened. And it's not just entertainment of a few mates around the world. If a topic comes up, I can say, well, take a look at that particular video and a particular point on it. These videos are in the order, reverse order of how they were uploaded, and just for illustration, let's take that one. Hover the mouse over it, you get a flavour of the content, and they've got the title. But if I then click on it, hopefully it will expand and play with a few pictures.
Queen would be here again.
We can put on subtitles.
Participating in Sunninghill events. The musicians.
Notice those subtitles. They can be in any language. You just choose the language. But that'll do with that. There's other videos that explain how to use YouTube. Everybody says, oh, I know how to use YouTube. Yeah, but do you know how to use it easily to get the information? You could get the video you want first, and then part of the video with the timeline, and then to translate it into, for example, a language with subtitles that some friends and family who don't speak English might really deal with. This is a very rough cut of just a stream of photographs and video clips. That's at Robin's Corner. Snoopy's robot boat. Most people have seen all this material before, but it's a simple way of remembering stuff, and you might as well do it publicly. So I put the peanuts out. Yeah, warning signs. Cameras everywhere. It's not just cameras, but water squirters, which of course are only loaded with water. The flatulent gnome, some Australian technology. Of course, this material isn't in any correct order, but the significant events were the pub lunch with grumpy old men at the Cricketers, and Robin doing a bit of gardening to see what he could do in the space of 10 or 20 minutes, and that was just the clearing of that channel where he goes through to put their peanuts out at the bottom. just resting after a bit of acceleration. 2 sessions of about 5 minutes or so. This is speeded up on the CCTV 16 times, and I think it was about, whatever it was, 5 past. Decided to go out and clear the path through here with the right tools for the job, and that was basically the snippers. There I am. This is speeded up. So I'm going around with the garden shears, and occasionally, if it's a solid bit of wood, I get a saw on the job. June's decided to join me. That was about 10 past, so I'd been working for 5 minutes. She brought out a plastic bucket. I was hoping that she'd give me a hand doing it, but when she realised that I wasn't going to carry on at that stage without a bit of a rest, she said, right, okay, I'm going back in. So we both went in, and then after a few minutes, so you can see the time there, it's coming up to 20 past, I thought, right, I'll go out and do the next job, which is, again, with the right tools, is clearing the stuff that had been cut up. There are some photographs taken as well, and putting them on the compost heap down there. But I realised rather than do it with the buckets, it'd be easier to use a rake. So the question is, where was the rake? It was round the side of the house. So we are raking it up. And dumping it on the pile, just scoop it up with my hands. That's it, raking it round. That's it. And this time, yeah, I took a few photographs, and this time we'll put the rake back in the tool shed. Job done. Don't take that long if you do things in the right way. The usual process I do every day, running the high-speed replay 16 times is the fastest. There's a fox arriving for the peanuts. So basically see what the pattern of behaviour is of the various animals. That's just one example. So you can see that was 0135. I've just stopped it where there's something interesting happening. Well, I say interesting. Let's play it. And there's the fox, and he had been finishing off the peanuts, but there is an arrival of another little friend. It's a hedgehog. Maybe I started it a bit too early. Yeah, there he is. I think I saw him behind the fox. Ah, this clips. There he is. Just there. And it's quite common to see the hedgehogs and foxes sharing the peanuts. I've seen them munching from the same pile. But practically all the peanuts are gone anyhow. There's the dash cam, AA Road Patrol. I haven't looked at the contents of that for a while. But the idea is you can get even closer pictures, video that is, of the animals that come for peanuts. Anyhow, that's quite enough of that clip. So we can enlarge that camera picture, and there's a hedgehog there feeding on peanuts on the so-called top bridge. That's more obvious if we speed him up. There's the hedgehog moving about on the top bridge with the peanuts. Of course, as it gets lighter, cameras switch to colour mode from night mode. At about 0450 we have several things happening. That black and white cat, don't know where that comes from, and that camera has switched to colour mode, and that cat has got up onto Samantha's car, usual observation place. We don't know whose cat that is. We call it the black and white cat. Bentley's the big black and white fluffy one, and Toadie's a smaller black one. This camera, there's a mirror, look round, and there's a robin that's arrived, and I put that stick for him because he tended to sit on the top of the mirror and poo on the mirror, but he seems to be quite happy to use that position. And of course Snoopy's robot boat's in the view as well. The pigeons tend to arrive a bit later, picking up what scraps are left. Something seems to have gone wrong there. It normally play back in backwards from midnight, and load missing, but I've been called for dinner, so I better go. Of course that's almost certainly just a simple fault that's happened, even though it doesn't happen very often. But of course if it was somebody messing about and they were caught on another camera, would we tell them? Or might they get a surprise at some time? So enough messing around with a closed circuit TV, and see about what I'm going to have for dinner. Oh, that looks alright. June is watching Gentleman Jack, and Toadie's relaxing with her.
You notice.
There will be the odd frame which has got information in it, but no point in spelling it out unless somebody wants to ask any questions. I think that's about it really. So we'll wrap this up now, and look after yourselves and stay safe.